Why are you so tense, god damn it?
Because I don't know what I'm doing!
Calm down.
All right, hello everybody. It's Philly Kuts with another beer with the Kuts. I know that these are few and far between, but today we're going to be talking about the big announcement. The WWE has announced their network is finally coming out. It's going to launch February 24th, later this year. This is the beer we're having while we're talking about this. It's a local brew where I'm not from Troy, New York, but I'm from the Albany area, Albany, New York. This is a great stout. Yes, I've already had one, but we're going to have another. This is an awesome, awesome oatmeal stout, so if you ever can check it out, I highly recommend it. I reviewed this beer a long, long time ago. All right, so I'm going to get geeked out because I need to hear myself when I'm doing these, so I'm going to throw these on. There we go. All right. Now I can hear myself better. So back to what I was saying. WWE, they're launching their network February 24th. It's going to be $10 a month. $10 a month. You have to get it for 6 months. You're obligated to get it for 6 months. You don't have to pay all $60 all at once. You can just sign up and you pay in the $10 monthly increments. But for that $10, I'm reading here, you get all 12 pay-per-views for the year. That is that's huge. Huge. Because we all know that, a high-def pay-per-view, WWE pay-per-view is like $60. So, two of them, $120. For the price of two pay-per-views, you're going to get all of them for $120 for the year. I mean, outstanding. Basically, they did some number crunching, and they found that statistically speaking, most big WWE fans only get about two pay-per-views per year. And WrestleMania is usually the biggest pay-per-view. I think they said last WrestleMania had about, let me see here, a little over 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. So that's their big one. And the numbers go down quite a bit after that. So they're looking to maybe get anywhere from 2 to 4 million subscribers with the new WWE network. So to break even, they just got to do 1 million, right? Because the average WWE fan buys two pay-per-views. They're expecting to get that 2 to 4 million. And if they do, they're going to be making out big time. Now, cool thing is, it's going to be a 24-hour streaming network, so you're going to have access to every WWE pay-per-view event there has ever been. You have access. So an old guy like me, who kind of loved the Attitude Era, and also loved the era of Hulk Hogan and Macho Man and Honky Tonk Man and Jake the Snake Roberts, all those guys, Ultimate Warrior. I think you know what era was my favorite. Late 80s, early 90s. All that stuff is going to be available. Not only that, I'm reading here that there's going to be about 1,500 hours of other footage from like old Raws, SmackDowns. You're not going to have everything available. Everything isn't going to be available at first. I'm sure they're going to roll things out. It was rumored that you were going to be able to have access to every single thing that WWE or WWF ever put out. But no, just in the pay-per-view department. But another big thing is, obviously, you're going to have all the libraries that the WWE has accrued. Not all the footage, but, you're going to get bits and pieces of that. So, like ECW, AWA, WCW, all that stuff. You're also going to get Next. And there's also going to be, like, original programming, too. Like Legends House, which sounds like a really cool concept, where you're going to have WWF WWE, whatever you want to call it, legends living together in a house, Big Brother style. So that's going to be really cool. Really, really cool. Really, really interesting. I guess with Raw, you're not going to be able to see that until maybe a day or two after it airs. Kind of similar to what it is on Hulu. But that's okay. I can live with that. I mean, I think this is great. This is kind of going to be putting another nail in the slowly lowering coffin of, cable TV. I mean, there's no incentive. I mean, this is a big risk for WWE. Think about it. Because how can they ever really go back to the pay-per-views, right? Of charging $60 per pay-per-view once they go to this. I mean, who would ever go back to that? Nobody would. I guess the only people who are going to keep buying those pay-per-views are maybe people who have maybe a satellite TV or something. They're out in an area where they really don't have access to internet, that they can't get an internet hookup or something, and they have to rely on satellite TV. That's really the only thing I can think of, because I just couldn't imagine going back to it. It's just, so they're taking a big risk. So this is kind of like, maybe this is going to change the whole pay-per-view model with other, companies. Maybe boxing. Maybe boxing will look at this and say, hey, HBO boxing, maybe instead of charging $60, for every big fight, they might do something like this. That would be awesome for someone like me. People that watch my channel, I'm a big, huge boxing fan. And that would be huge. That would be beyond huge. And also, it could affect, MMA too. They have a very big pay-per-view presence, but if they see that this really hits it off, and that WWE ends up getting those 4 million subscribers that they're hoping for, maybe they'll do something like that too, which would be awesome. And, a lot of people may be worried, how good will the quality of the stream be? Apparently, they've been working in conjunction with Major League Baseball, who really kind of has the premier sports streaming site. I've done a few reviews of that service, so if anyone ever wanted to check that out, just type in PhillyKutsProduction on YouTube, like my channel, PhillyKutsProduction MLB on your PS3 review, and then you'll see my review will come up. It should be one of the top reviews. It's always been a really, really good service. My internet's pretty good, so maybe that's why, but I never really had much problems. But, I did a direct capture of it to show you guys what that looks like. So they've been working with them, people that have an established, well-recorded record of being able to provide a service like this. So that's huge. And another huge thing is, I think that this is really going to put a big dent in piracy. Think about all those sites that people go on, myself included, like your Ole TVs and stuff, and what is it, like Euronet.tv or something, those sites you go on to kind of watch pay-per-view events or football games in different markets, and it's always like really shitty, really crappy quality. By keeping this service, WWE, at $10, I mean, it's so affordable. I think that's like the big thing, that it is so affordable and attractive. I mean, just saying that, the 12 pay-per-view events for $10 a month, plus the library of all the pay-per-view events that have ever been made. So think about it, WrestleMania 6, Hogan versus Warrior, Hogan versus Andre. I mean, come on, I can't, all the Hell in the Cells. Oh, my Lord. It's going to be crazy. When Austin and The Rock had the showdown in Houston, WrestleMania. I mean, come on. Think about it. And think about the history that you can learn. Have a favorite wrestler you're curious about, you can just look it up. Hopefully they're going to have an effective search engine. You'll just be able to kind of type in the wrestler, and all the great matches are just going to pop up. You know, I have the hockey package on my Xbox 360, and they offer a plethora of classic hockey matches, and it's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. So I mean, if you have a Roku, you know, a Kindle, obviously Xbox, PS3, PS4, you're going to be able to purchase this, and it's going to be able to stream right off the device, just like Netflix would. So I mean, I just feel if you're a WWE fan, this is a no-brainer. And I really, really think that this ultimately is going to shake up the TV industry. I think that, you know, that this is really the new model towards where we're going. And I'm glad, because for years and years, as consumers, we've been getting raped by the cable companies. And I haven't owned cable in years, because it's outlandish. It's too expensive. There's too much crap on it. Too much repeat broadcasts on a whole bunch of different channels. It's crap. The programming on there is crap. It's all filler garbage. And I got to tell you, I think that this is going to be a success. You know, so long as that the streaming comes in well. You know, I feel good that it is, you know, they've partnered with MLB to do that. And I don't know. I'm excited. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is going to be a success? Do you think that it's going to attract more guys like me who aren't necessarily into WWE now, but have been in the past, that it could attract people like that? And, you know, I've always been, you know, my relationship with WWE has always been kind of, I don't know, I always go through spurts of, you know, I'll watch it for like 6 months, 6, 8, 9 months, and then I like take breaks from it for about the same amount of time, maybe sometimes even longer. But I've always kind of come back to it. Over the years, I've always kind of cycled in and out of it. So I think that, you know, having access to the pay-per-views, which are supposed to be the more, you know, premier events, that it's definitely going to stimulate my interest. And I may have to start reviewing the pay-per-views. Throw my hat in the ring and enter the pay-per-view reviewer YouTube community. I think I can do it. We'll have to see. I'm such a dork. Anyway. All right, guys, that's been a beer with the Kuts. You guys let me know. Oh, and maybe even on New Retro Gaming Cuts, my other channel, my gaming channel, I'll start to do wrestling simulations of the pay-per-views before they happen. That'd be kind of cool. That's a thought. Although, where is it? I recently bought this game. I got it. I didn't buy it. I got it for Christmas from my brother. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to think, man. It just seems so. It's all, you gotta just time that right trigger button too much, and it's all. I'm annoyed. I gotta say, I'm annoyed. I bought the season pass, so I was able to get all the NWO wrestlers. So I've enjoyed that. I've definitely enjoyed that, and I've enjoyed that you have Hogan and Andre and King Kong Bundy. So that's been a lot of fun. But I don't know, man. I almost feel like I'm not in control enough of the wrestlers. It's all just, activated, timing events. I don't know. You let me know what you think, all right, brother? All right, guys, it's been Philly Kuts with a beer with the Kuts. Cheers.